And we slide right into Friday like so. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Talking Trends for Friday, March the 16th. Happy pre-St. Patrick's Day.
It ain't pre. People be celebrating today.
There's already people out in the streets.
They're in the streets. They're roaming the streets. Be careful.
And it's as crazy as Halifax is that we had a St. Patty's Day parade, I think, on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
A week early.
Yeah, I don't know.
Welcome to Halifax.
I have no idea what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. For those tuning in for the very first time, let us explain to you what Talking Trends is about. Myself and Tony find interesting news stories from across the globe to bring to the comfort of your home. And unlike a lot of other podcasts out there, this is live, so we want to hear your opinions too. And also, on top of that, if you have a news story that we haven't covered that you would like to hear, send it in to your boys.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it.
We will.
And without further ado, we got a special guest in the house.
We do.
We got our friend, close friend, Mr. J. Bruce.
Mr. Bruce.
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, sir?
I'm great. I'm feeling good. It's Friday.
Hey, how was your week?
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy. Grant season.
Nice.
Grant week.
Yeah.
So last night was the deadline, so I was busy all week. But
Nice.
I'm glad to, take the weekend in stride.
Nice. And thank you for joining us for this Friday edition of Talking Trends. Also, you are going to be witnessing the March challenge, the March push-up challenge that myself and Tony have graciously taken part in.
Dude, yeah, I didn't volunteer for it. But dude,
That's what's up.
we've been doing it.
We've been doing it.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, we're also, when we do these stories, if we say a swear word,
Yeah.
we have to do 10 push-ups.
He's off the hook, right?
Yeah, Jay Brew, you're off the hook
You're going to
today.
swear for,
I mean,
you're gonna swear for all of us.
I'll do it, but I mean,
Hey, man, if you want to do it, it's
yeah,
up to you.
I'll try to keep the cursing to a minimum.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine, man. It's
we
perfectly
can't
fine.
seem to make it through a show. We got through one
We got through one.
that we
yeah.
didn't swear, but
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Other than that.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if I don't catch one of Tony's swear words, or he doesn't catch one of mine, or I don't catch one of Jay Brew's, let us know in the comments, and we will do the push-ups.
Yep.
That are required.
10 of them.
So yeah, without further ado,
Do.
these are the subjects we're going to be talking about today on Talking Trends. First off, you hear about the national walkouts happening in America, and I think in some Canada, to protest the school shootings that have been rampaging throughout the years in North America. This janitor took it upon herself to go in the students' bags and steal money while the kids were out protesting.
Gift that keeps on giving.
You give them an inch, and they'll take $180.
Right out your pocket.
Up next, this interesting situation with Katy Perry
Yeah.
came up. She kissed a contestant on American Idol.
Yep.
And I propose a crazy question that we will get into a little later.
Yep.
After the Katy Perry story, this sick story coming out of Calgary, unfortunately involving rape. And I don't believe that I agree with the sentencing with this individual who committed such crime.
Nope.
And finally, everybody loves pancakes,
Who doesn't like pancakes?
That makes you want to swear.
right? iHop, interesting story. Employee of iHop has a couple customers at the table
Yep.
who happen to be black, and gets them to pay for the order before they get the food.
Before you get the food.
A little precaution, I suppose, because he or she, I don't know, thought they were obviously going to do a dine and dash.
They were considered high risk, apparently,
Unbelievable.
according to this waitress. But someone did step in, so.
Which is good. I don't know. We'll get into that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you want to do the Talking Trends roll call before we get into things.
Welcome, buddy. Yogi always in the house.
Shouts
Appreciate it, man. Carrie. Oh, Jay Brew. He's in the
Yes, sir.
Hey, shouts
Juanita,
out.
Cleo, Anna, Julie. Thank you,
Juanita?
guys. Oh, Juanita's in the house.
Juanita.
One is a watching.
Oh, man.
Don't forget.
Sorry.
Oh, and GQ number 1 has just joined us.
Hey,
Rexdale.
King.
Representing.
let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Shouts out to the boardroom.
Watch that. Up first, this interesting story coming out of the good old states of South Carolina. A custodian takes advantage of a national school walkout and steals $180 from students' book bags. While students at South Carolina school participated in the national school walkout this week, a custodian helped herself to their cash, police said. The incident occurred at Richland Northeast High School on Wednesday. Aisha is a girl that stole some money, is her name. Custodian at the school. She went into a classroom while students were outside and rummaged through 3 book bags and stole $180. Custodian was arrested soon afterwards and charged with 3 counts of petty larceny. You can't even get grand larceny. You can't even get larceny. You get petty.
You gotta go down for something big. Don't go down for the petty stuff.
Unbelievable.
Ain't no point.
Aisha, 32, was employed by Service Solutions, an agency that provides custodial services to the district school. The agency, of course, has terminated the woman, and she, of course, has been charged. So,
what a waste of lose your job over that.
$180.
Like,
Come
you're
on.
not getting paid. Like, what's going on?
$180.
And you're stealing from the children.
Yeah.
Who are protesting to try to make their school safer and bring awareness to gun safety and all this, and she goes and robs them while they're out protesting.
Are they going to have to do another protest for being robbed now?
Yeah,
Bag safety?
Stand up against the custodial arts.
Right?
I don't know. That's not a good look.
It's not the best look, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a terrible look.
Yeah. We have some interesting, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. Shouts out to all custodians here at...
Don't do it.
Here.
Don't you dare do it. Wow. You were about to get personal for a minute.
No, not at all.
No, I'm not saying it
I
was
said
me.
shouts out.
Shouts out to
Shouts
the...
out.
You
They
have a
do-
hard job.
They do great here.
You have a difficult job.
Little quirky.
Yeah. Carrie says, I want to be mad and say she's an awful person, but you have to be awfully desperate to do that. So I'm hoping that she's using the money to go feed her kids or something, that she needed groceries. I'm hoping that it was a desperate situation that she went to do that for, and not just she needed to get her drink on. I'm hoping that wasn't the case.
I'm putting her picture up. I mean, I don't think she's feeding her kids. She's probably feeding
Easy,
herself.
Kelly.
She's going to
Wow. Man, you're coming out hard.
She wants some
What's happening?
pancakes.
Shots fired. What happened, man?
Hopefully they don't make her pay first. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Now that's a candidate for a dine and dash right there.
She is the perfect candidate for a dine and dash.
Listen, there's a lot of assumptions being made here.
I'm just kidding. I know. We'll get into that too.
Yeah.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. You should never judge a book by its cover, but in this
That's
case,
We can.
we can because this lady has done it to herself. We didn't tell
Wow.
you to steal $180 from kids.
Well, no one said we were going to be
No.
unbiased here, so
Hey,
we can be biased.
feeding her fat head.
Well, don't steal money from children.
Well, she got it coming.
She might need a new weave. I
Yeah.
don't know. No one knows.
Something.
She had to get her Twinkies on. Yeah, I don't know. Something's
Yeah.
going on there.
Yeah.
A little suspicious.
We apologize. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if the roles were reversed and it was me and I was stealing from kids,
Yep.
I would expect the same backlash. Okay? She
Agreed.
put herself in the public eye, if it were.
She's fair game.
Fair game for
Yeah.
all insults.
Good.
So-
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, she deserved it.
Now, a lady that I don't think I could have insulted coming up next, Katy Perry.
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't really had anything bad to say, but
We
the
all love Katy
situation with her right now beckons some questions. Tony.
It's a weird one, man. Katy Perry, of course, as you know, is a judge on American Idol, and recently made a little move here that's made some people kind of scratch their heads and go, So recently, there was a 19-year-old man who was kissed by Katy Perry on American Idol, and he said he felt uncomfortable because he wanted his first kiss to be special. It was his first kiss. Kid's 19 years old.
Damn.
Never been
19
kissed
years.
before. Katy Perry's... She's been kissing some people for sure. She's
Yeah.
kissed many men, as we can see. She's dated many men. But anyway,
Many men. many
Kisses
men.
upon me.
oh yeah.
Oh man.
So so in an episode which aired at the weekend, on the weekend, sorry, Benjamin Glaze was asked, "Have you ever kissed a girl and liked it?" Fellow judge Luke Ryan, a reference Katy Perry song, "I Kissed a Girl," of course. When Glaze, a cashier from Oklahoma, responded, "I've never been in a relationship, and I can't kiss a girl without being in a relationship." He said this right before.
He's 100% Christian or
Power
something.
to him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
super. Yeah.
But
So
you know what? With a name like Benjamin Glaze, I'm really surprised he hasn't kissed a girl yet. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be that kind of. It is Sexy
I'm not
Friday.
trying to be insensitive.
It is Sexy
A
Friday.
little humor there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's true. How are you gonna have a name?
My
But
apologies, Benjamin.
How are you gonna do that? How are you
Yeah.
gonna do that? So as soon as he said that, she jumped out of her seat and said, "Come here right now." That's what she said. So first she faced her cheek towards him and he kissed it. But after requesting a second kiss on the cheek, she swung her face towards him as he approached and kissed him quickly on the lips. He stumbled backwards, clearly shocked, and said, "You didn't," while Perry put her arms in the air as if some sort of victory just happened for her. Seemingly, the innocent exchange was upsetting for Glaze, who's now 20, who revealed in an interview that was his first kiss he had ever had in his life.
just Glaze.
Just Glaze?
Listen, that slowly went through my head. and you just
Oh,
hit me
man.
on the head there. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, that was his first kiss apparently. So now the backlash is, I mean, we kind of we reversed this a little bit because it was, of course, Katy Perry's 33 years old. The kid at the time was 19. We did a little sex reversal here because I think that, like you were saying,
if you put Lionel Richie in Katy Perry's shoes, and all of a sudden Lionel Richie's smooth.
He's a smooth operator.
operating self. Ask somebody to come up and it's like, you did really good, girl. Let me see. Like, I don't know if the roles were reversed, and it was the guy kissing
Listen.
a young lady.
what are you saying,
This
bro?
is my opinion.
Okay, go for it.
Before I say my opinion, Katy Perry's, that's not the only heat she's had lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's been accused of cultural appropriation.
Right.
There's some videos online of her sitting down with community leaders, black community leaders,
Right.
letting her know some inappropriate things she had done. Some Asian community leaders. I think she went to like a grand performance dressed in like
Right, like some
I don't
kind
want to mistake it whether it was Japanese
Right, some
or
kind of
whatnot.
like-
And they told her that that's sort of borderline racist, and so she was trying to clean up her image after that.
Yeah.
And I don't watch American Idol, but from what the tweets and all that, she's really saying some inappropriate things in the show.
Right.
And in my opinion, if I'm using myself as an example and I'm going and being a judge and I just go kiss a 20-year-old,
Yeah.
not to show my age, but I'm older than Katy Perry. I'm just saying.
Join the club, brother.
I'm
Join the
instantly
club.
fired, bro. Like, I think the way the world's going now, and I'm not saying that
Absolutely.
disrespectfully. I just mean with the producers from movies being fired and people losing jobs, people losing companies.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right.
An owner in an NBA team said something racist last year and lost
That's
his
right.
team.
Everything.
A $1 billion
lost.
team he lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think instantly that man would have been fired.
No
if
doubt.
that girl hollered out the way Benjamin is saying,
Yeah.
that was inappropriate.
No doubt
I'm
about
not
it.
saying she's going to be fired, but
We have yet to see if anything's happened. So far, nothing has happened. And like you said, I think if it was a guy, it might have been automatic the next day. That seems to be the trend now. When anything inappropriate happens to a male in that world, they're gone almost instantly.
Well, someone who has kind of gone under the radar, Mr. Ryan Seacrest, he's kind of escaped being fired from his job right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, as we were saying before with this whole Me Too movement, you know what? You got to stick to one side. You can't waver and be like, okay, this person's kind of cool. We'll let this person kind of slide by.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're either all in or you're all out. You can't be going in between and picking and choosing.
Well, that was a recent controversial story saying, listen, Ryan Seacrest does it, and Hollywood just goes, whatever, and they let it slide. But you're right, in other situations, not the case. A bunch of people jumped on here. T-Woo in the house.
Hey,
Alex, the rudest of dogs, in the house.
Rude Dog. Happy
Rude
birthday,
Dog.
Rude Dog.
Happy birthday to
Happy
Rude Dog. Shouts out
birthday.
to the big
33
guy.
years old today.
Yes,
Wow.
sir. Joe's in the house. Noor, Emmeline, and so a bunch of comments here too. Carrie chimes in. Oh,
For those who, sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
for those who are just tuning in right now, we're talking about the interesting situation that happened with Katy
Yes.
Perry the other day on American Idol, where she kissed a dude, and we're right now proposing the question: what would happen if it was a guy kissing a girl, female contestant?
yeah, stole his first kiss in this episode. Carrie says it's not this one kid. She's been super inappropriate throughout the whole show. I don't watch the show myself. If she was made a judge acting like that towards females, this would be a whole hashtag Me Too outrage.
Yeah.
That's a good angle too. What if it was a girl, girl on girl?
Well, she kissed the girl and she liked it.
Well,
Unless she
That was
liked
her
it.
big single.
that's just
But
someone-
something that's lost in the whole thing, too, is that Benjamin said it was an unwanted kiss.
Well, that's what he said.
exactly.
Right? So when we
Yeah.
say if a man kissed a girl and da-da-da, like,
Yeah.
it's unwanted.
Yeah,
too.
he
It doesn't
didn't
matter
want it,
what
and
gender
he said he wanted his first kiss. Like he wanted this whole magical thing of him being married.
That
and-
was the thing, though. He wanted to be in a relationship
Yeah.
to have that first kiss, and she stole it. Emmeline says nobody would complain about being kissed by Luke Bryant. Sorry, I think he's one of the other judges, maybe.
Okay.
Julie said
singer.
country singer.
Yeah.
Julie says, what if Jacob Hogarth did that? I think this show would be shut down in about 3 seconds.
Listen, first of all,
oh my God, can you imagine?
yeah, the contestant have to be a little bit younger, first of all, and
Right.
for Jacob to be even interested.
She's about 3 years too old, right?
Yeah.
Oh God. Eric says she's a dork. Defiantly wasn't a platform to embarrass this boy, and with everything going on sexual harassment lately, I bet her publicists are just like, yeah,
Right.
That's true.
that's the face. I tried to replicate the fit.
That was good, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was
I don't know
good.
if that was good. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're all on the same page. You know, reverse these roles, and holy crap, you got a
It would be
poop storm.
Yeah, it'd be a picket, a line of pickets,
Dude.
pitchforks,
Oh,
and yeah,
she'd be gone. She'd be fired.
a guy
no
would be gone.
doubt.
Yeah,
The double standard is real.
yeah, the double
Right.
standard would be crazy in this situation.
No doubt.
And we can all agree on that, ladies and gentlemen.
Kitty Purry.
Up next, this is a doozy of a story, a little bit more serious. Coming out of Calgary, Calgary rapist used victim's phone to record a sexual assault and then had the audacity to post the video to Facebook.
Unreal.
Right? Drayton Dwayne Preston.
Great picture you got from there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Giving us a hello there. Hey,
Yeah.
hey to you, buddy.
It's just trying to illustrate the kind of character he is. He's actually, I think,
It
giving
looks
the
like Vanilla Ice.
yeah.
Oh, he's giving us the finger. You
He is
can't see it
giving the
behind the
finger.
thing, but yeah, he does look like Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. So yeah, he broke into a bedroom of a 17-year-old Calgary girl who was passed out after partying with friends.
Wow.
Raped her and then returned an hour later to sexually assault her twice more while using her phone to take photos and video, to which he posted to Facebook.
Of course.
Right. The victim, who can't be identified because a publication ban, was in court on Calgary on Tuesday as Preston was taken into custody by a sheriff to serve 26 months.
Wow.
26 months, people, for rape.
Wow.
He was convicted of rape, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And not even that, and the cherry on top, to post it on Facebook. Okay. Those details of Preston's crimes are contained in an agreement statement, fact prepared by a defense lawyer, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, he broke into the bedroom window, Preston and a group of friends, which included, this is weird, his girlfriend, the victim, and her boyfriend. They were partying together on the night of July 29th, 2016. They were drinking, and when the victim became drunk, she and her boyfriend had sex in the bedroom and then passed out.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird.
That's twisted,
In the
alright.
early mornings, Preston removed a window screen and broke into her bedroom.
Oh, boy.
The victim woke up to him raping her, but she passed out again in the middle of rape. An hour later, the teen woke up again. This time, Preston was on his knees at the side of her bed. She was scared and pretended to sleep while he continued to assault her twice more. Once Preston left her room, the victim got out of bed and told a friend who had stayed the night about what had happened. While she was crying, Preston left the victim's apartment. Later on, the video of the assault was posted to Facebook. Later that night, Preston's girlfriend confronted the victim. She had seen nude photos of the girl and her boy on her boyfriend's Facebook page and mistakenly believed the victim had sent them to him. So ultimately, Preston had used the victim's own phone to take photos and videos, which, after the third assault, he posted to his Facebook account and then deleted them from her phone.
Oh, my God.
So this beckons the question, does the time suit the crime? I've heard a lot of stories where in the States, where one comes to mind where there's like a football player who was accused of rape,
Right.
but he wasn't convicted, and the person ended up who originally accused them was lying, but he still got 4 years.
Yes.
This guy is convicted, guilty, and is only getting 26 months. And you were saying earlier, it was like the justice system is a little messed up, and it's more of a criminal system.
We call it the criminal system instead of the justice system. In a situation like this, there's
I
no
don't get it.
justice. I think, and we were talking about this before, like rape in the U.S. is like a huge crime. Like you're talking 10, 15 years you're getting for rape. It's no joke. It's murder. It's like murder, basically. This is ridiculous. 2 years. How old was the guy again?
It doesn't say how old he is. I'm gonna try and find out.
I'm assuming that short time is based on his age. If he's under 18, if he's a what do they call it, juvenile?
Yeah.
Maybe
Youth
that's
offender.
why, because getting 2 years for rape is absolutely ludicrous.
Yeah.
I don't know what judge would ever pass a 2-year sentence on rape, especially for someone who's passed out. She's underage, right? She was 17.
17 at the time.
She's 17, so she's underage. I don't know, man.
The worst thing that comes to mind for me is, the girl was passed out.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, in the court of law, you have the defense lawyers get to go over everything with a fine-tooth comb.
Exactly. Right.
They might have made her story sound as not true as it may be.
That's the thing that blows my
Right?
mind. Yeah. Keep going.
That was my whole point.
All right.
It was just, they may have made her sort of look like a...
That's the thing that I always lawyers, man.
Here we go.
I don't get it, man. Especially if classic Tony. Especially if I can't believe that it's hard. I don't know if it takes a certain individual to stand up for a person has done a horrendous thing.
And that's their career. That's
That's
how they make
your
their money. That's how they feed their kids, is representing these people.
Right.
And here's my thing. I was saying earlier with Tony, I think in a past show, where, okay, this has happened. This person is clearly guilty. I think their option of having a lawyer in the first place,
Right.
that's right out the window.
Yeah.
I mean, you took this person's a whole bunch of things. Dignity just falling in place randomly on the list, but just a bunch of things. And then for this person or these people who commit crimes and they're clearly guilty, to have the option to be defended, it blows my mind. And that's where I really get confused with the justice system.
You know where there's another twist too. So this kid's gonna get 26 months or whatever. He's gonna sit in jail 3 square meals a day.
Exactly.
Probably PlayStation 4.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I know it's jail and whatever. But there's guys that go to jail and want to go to jail because it's better than their life.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that's his case.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, is it that much of a punishment?
And that's the message too. It's kind of out there where, I mean, that's like people go to jail. Sometimes they come out smarter, stronger. Like, again, you're saying 3 square meals. They're allowed on the internet now. All of a sudden, some
They're
guys
posting Instagram photos of them in the gym, and
people recording albums in jail.
Platinum singles and stuff.
And I'm not saying jail's no joke, but I mean, I don't know what.
It seems like a massive injustice.
Yeah,
for sure.
He took this girl's innocence and whatnot. And
exactly.
So he's just gonna go sitting there for 26 months, and who knows? When people find out what he did, he might get beat up. He might,
Possible.
there's that vigilante justice.
Possible,
But,
and
he might have the best time ever.
And to top it off, he's 20.
He's 20 years old.
He's 20 years old.
So there you go. He's
So
up by
even-
22 years old.
20.
So either if at the time it was 2016, he was still 18, or so.
So he's an adult at
He's
18.
still an
So
adult.
that's even worse.
And he's still getting 26 months.
Julie said he should have got 26 years.
I agree.
Carrie says, I have this feeling that there's a twist in this story somewhere. You're telling me her boyfriend was sleeping through all of this, and she was she just kept passing out, in and out, pretending to be asleep. Of course, rape is serious, and we can't assume it didn't happen. Seems like a weird one.
Well, that's what I said. Where I was reading the story, where it's just like, okay, she just had sex with her boyfriend, and here comes old rapey McFingers, and he's like, I want a piece of that. An hour later.
Yeah, Emmeline has a good point. Victims never get justice. She'll continue to live with the damage the rest of her life. There's no justice for her. True. He's going to be on 26 months. Yeah. He'll go on to live his life. She'll have to live with that for the rest of her life. The question is whether he goes on some sort of a list.
Now, that's what I was going to say. Is he on a sexual offender registry?
So Preston will be on the sex offender registry for the next 20 years. But here's my problem with that, too.
Here we go.
some of these people I know in Canada, it's hard to get information on who's on this list. So what's the point of this list that if I can't access this? Like, I'm going to move to a neighborhood with my kids next to this piece of, I just don't understand why these people are continuing to be protected after they've done the wrong.
Yeah.
Their name should be and posters and like their face should be on milk cartons being like
1,000%. Even you look at young offenders, and I probably sit on the opposite side of what most people think. To me, if you commit an adult crime, why can't we put your name in the paper? Yeah. Why can't you serve an adult sentence? I don't know personally, but I know of certain people that have committed some serious acts at like 16. They get out when they're 25, 26, and they were construction or they were, and there's no repercussions. They did their time, and kids know, if I do this before I'm 18, I've heard that from a youth's mouth before. Like they weren't saying they're going to go murder somebody, but they're like talking about stealing cars or something. Well, if I get caught, I'll do a year in juvie
and back out.
Like they know this.
Exactly.
Yeah. They know the laws. And
they know the system. They know the system 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Welcome, Quintrell. Q. What up? Never seen you on here before. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Carrie says you can see the red dots of where they live in the area. So there must be something online where you can see where they're.
Okay. And you do see, someone moves into your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right.
You
I
have
don't
to
know
be
exactly
notified.
the process, but you have to be notified and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know down when I was in Florida, it was just like you search the person's name and everything about them.
Yeah.
Like you knew where they were moving to and everything about them.
It's weird how the U.S. is super strict on some things and gives you the maximum sentence on something like rape, and then when it comes to gun charges, other things like that, they're so lenient. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
a big overhaul of the system in general.
It's a shame.
Needs to be taking place.
It's a shame.
Shout out Charlie Martin 902.
What up?
What up? Also, to top everything off, Preston, during this, while being waiting to be sentenced, he had breached his conditions of his arrest 3 times and failed to attend court. And again, the 26 months still stands.
Really?
Absolutely.
Dude,
ridiculous.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Is his daddy some sort of a higher up?
Or do they have money and they had a really good defense lawyer?
Maybe.
It happens in this city too. There's guys that if someone gets caught on something serious, they go, "I'm calling that guy."
Yeah,
and he may not get you off, but you might get a lesser sentence.
This is true.
True that.
Those lawyers are good.
The criminal system at work.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. And wrapping things up, I don't even know if this is on a lighter note, but everybody likes pancakes. This sweet, fluffy substance.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah, that comes
super delicious
in the morning.
In the morning, in the evening, anytime.
Whenever you want pancakes.
Pancakes are good all the time.
And iHop is always there 24/7 for you.
They're open all the time. And iHop. We need an iHop here for sure. iHop restaurant in Maine retrained its employees after a waitress asked a group of black teens to prepay for a meal. An eatery in Auburn, about 40 miles north of Portland, closed on Thursday for employee training, and the waitress was disciplined, according to iHop spokeswoman Stephanie Peterson.
Was she fired or
listen, when I hear disciplined, no, I don't think they got fired.
It said disciplined and retrained. I don't think.
Yeah, retrained means she sat down and watched the video in the back.
She wasn't dismissed.
Hey, you shouldn't do this. Slap on the wrist.
The controversy started over the weekend after a waitress at a restaurant asked a group of black teenagers to pay for their meals beforehand. This was witnessed by a person at a nearby table who wrote about it on Facebook. Quote saying, "I heard them order their food, and they were respectful and were not loud or rude. We paid and sat there for a few minutes, and I heard an employee tell the table that they were going to need to pay up front and that it was a new generation thing." Avery Gang said, Avery Gang, this is the woman that was listening in, she's white, they mentioned here, wrote in the post, which was shared with thousands of times. Quote, also, she said, "I called over the group and asked them if they were seriously being asked to pay up front, and they said yes. So my father and mother and I stood up and began to question why this was happening." She went on to write that she felt the teens' race was an issue because the waitress immediately brought it up when it was tried to explain the situation. The woman took it upon herself to make this group of teens pay for their meals up front because she considered them, quote, high risk. I don't care who walked around out on our establishment. That does not give them the right to determine who they believe is going to leave or not without paying. My parents and I did not pay up front for our meal. None of the tables around us prepaid for their meals. The fact is, she stated, it's not because of their color. Proves it all. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, the it doesn't say that she was let go. Apparently, she was retrained, whatever the hell that means. Not good. So this is super wrong. Everyone has been made aware of these. There's a statement here as well from the iHop Facebook. Everyone's been made aware of these inexcusable actions and reminded me how we handle matters correctly in the future. We have rectified the situation and can guarantee
free waffles for black people.
This is not.
I'm moving to Maine.
People are rushing to IHOP to get them free pancakes, baby. Oh, boy.
I like shopping in Maine, but I don't know if I'll go to the IHOP.
Yeah, you just lost a couple customers.
Yeah, not good. So they can guarantee this is not what we condone in our restaurants. IHOP, you got some works to do. I've never heard of that in my life. It's great that someone stepped in and recognized what was going on.
It was good, yeah, that they stepped in.
Good on them. They didn't have to.
And yeah, I made the post, and thankfully it was one of those posts that kind of went viral, or else this lady probably would have continued this regimen.
Who knows how many times she's done it before, too. Just the fact that these
Big-
people just recognized it was happening.
Yeah.
Chances
I
are
want
it's
to know what she
happening.
said, too. Like,
Oh my God.
I'm just that person.
Could you
What was
imagine?
that exact conversation? You know?
Yeah.
Table 4? Yeah. Hi guys. How you doing today? I'm gonna have to ask you to pay up front.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you do a prepay, please, if you don't mind?
Could you? Do you guys have any? I feel like saying so many bad things right now.
Easy.
Yeah.
I know.
Easy.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to do
it.
push-ups. Can I? Do you guys have any credit cards? I'm gonna need one of those. We need to pre-authorize this.
Pre-op, yeah.
Pre-authorize your
I'm
eating
gonna need
experience.
I'm gonna need all your credit cards and identifications and addresses, please. So if you run away, I know where to find you.
Unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
The IHOP treatment, man.
Yeah, absolutely ludicrous. Anyway, and the thing about it doesn't say she's fired. Like
That's the
IHOP as a
I-
company, you know what the
retrain.
first thing you do as a company, IHOP? Fire that person.
Yeah.
And make that the bold headline.
No questions asked.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh, boy. Training and the waitress was disciplined. Whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Cut back hours.
She only gets one
I just talk
break
to,
per day.
or you're
No,
one break.
you
a
know
day.
what?
Dude, that
The
means...
fact they didn't fire, I think they had the little chat with her kind of thing, and then they literally just went, Psh, go about your business, just try not to do that again. I think.
yeah.
You know,
I'm hoping there's a follow-up to this and that she actually gets fired.
There gotta be.
yeah. If there's
Jesus.
some more backlash, I think they'd have to.
Yeah, I mean, if I owned iHop or some kind of, I mean, I wouldn't want this sort of representation out there.
Dude.
And I mean, I don't think it warrants even a talking to after. Like, this is just should be common sense in the first place. Where was this again? What in Maine?
Maine.
This
Okay.
is in Maine.
I was gonna say, like, imagine it was in like Atlanta or something, like clearly like higher black population.
They'd be shut down within 6 hours.
Right.
If that was in
It'd be
Atlanta.
burned to the ground, maybe.
But I mean, you are in the customer service business.
Yes.
And I mean, we've talked about this many times, how
Many times.
the customer
Many,
service.
many times.
Many times. But yeah, you're in the customer service business. This is your job to appease and serve these people that come in and out of your business's doors.
Yeah.
No matter skin color, religion, sexual orientation. Serve them, put your beliefs and what have you aside. You're working there for a goddamn reason. And yeah, for 8 hours or however long you work there, put that stuff aside.
That's how you're paying your bills.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Alex says she could have been told to do that by her manager, and they could be trying to cover that up.
Damn, this is getting deep.
That's a possibility.
This is
Maybe.
But I do think, upon reading
Maybe.
the story, that it seems like the witness is
Yeah.
the one that put that on the Facebook. So apparently the witness was the one saying the waitress
Yeah.
had. But by all means, she could have came from out back, and the manager could have said, "Hey,
Can you imagine?
ask him for the money up front," and he didn't want to be the bad guy. Or shit.
Right?
Well, maybe
So
the
you
manager
never
gets
know.
fired for not letting her go. Maybe manager goes next.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? If you go to that restaurant and you know the lady, because obviously it was on Facebook, you know the lady that's... If you go into that restaurant and you're black, Listen, I would be that lady. I wouldn't wait anything. I would probably quit.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get harassed there. You're gonna get. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yeah. Time for you to move on, lady.
Yeah.
You may want to go work for McDonald's. Go work for H&M.
Oh yeah,
You fit right in there.
Exactly.
You fit right in.
Yeah.
You fit right in.
True.
You may be promoted.
Oh yeah. Or maybe just get a job where you're just not seen. Maybe just go stock some shelves somewhere.
Customer service may not be the place for you.
Data entry, yeah. It's something where you're just not seen. You don't have to interact with different people.
A couple more comments. Emmeline says, you budget for Dine and Dash. Customer service comes first. She wouldn't be my employee. Eric says, follow-up update on the H&M. Now supplying new iHop uniforms for the staff.
What's up, Eric? That's a good one.
That is a good one. I like that. Oh, God. Anyway.
It should be I pay before meals instead of IHop.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyway, not good.
And
That's too bad. I like the IHop, too.
I know.
I love
That's
iHop.
over.
You know what, too? It's a sad commentary, but it's America. It's
Yeah.
not to say it couldn't happen in Canada, but these type of things happen in America, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
And it's just kind
That's
of
sad.
It's one of those things where we've come a long way, but we still have so much further to go.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like you can clearly see racism is just out there. Hey girl. Hey. That's racism. That's my impression of racism.
Oh, hey girl. I'm looking at the screen like,
Yeah, hey girl.
I thought he saw somebody walking around.
No, that's racism.
Well-
Hey.
But even last year, there was the thing that went viral. There was a woman that went into a hospital. I think it was in the South somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like 3 doctors on call, 2 black and 1 maybe Saudi
Right.
Arabian.
Oh, right.
And
She's like, can I please get a white doctor? Can I please get a white doctor? Do you want to save your life?
Yeah.
Or not? Actually, it wasn't even her. I think it was for her daughter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A youth. So you're going to bring your kid into a hospital and say, oh, black, Saudi Arabian? Or, I apologize.
Right,
That's not what he
yeah,
was.
for
but
sure.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get your kid fixed or whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Because those doctors aren't white. Like
Yeah.
and like I say, Don King said it best, only in America.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Racism flows all different ways. And
Yeah, and it happens in Canada too, but
sure.
it seems like when it happens in America, it's just like, oh, well, that's normal.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing too with people with, racism that happens in Canada, everyone's shocked. Like, we don't
Yeah.
have it.
This is true. Yeah, we kind of get the like, oh my god.
Oh my
God.
goodness. Danny Glover comes here to shoot a movie and says it's the most racist place he's seen outside of the U.S. And everyone's like, oh my God.
Yeah, Jesus.
What do you mean I have 3 black employees?
Yeah.
This type of
Yeah, I work
behavior
with
would
a black
never
man,
happen on Quimple Road.
yeah.
But it's a different racism too.
Yeah.
I lived in the U.S., lived in Boston,
Yep.
Yeah.
went to school there, and what I found in my neighborhood was I knew who didn't like me, or I knew who was racist.
Yeah.
They let you know. I worked down there, and
I appreciate that.
yeah, I appreciate that. Up
You know,
here,
let me know.
yeah,
Let me know if you have a problem with me,
Yep.
and that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
The problem is it's the old sneakers
yeah.
that don't want to
Canada,
and let you know.
You could work for a guy who's your boss for 15 years.
Yeah.
And he loves you to death. Hey, how'd it go? How'd your weekend go? How's your son doing?
Yeah.
And he gets home, straps on those old cowboy boots, and hey, the N-word's just dropping like flies. You know what I mean?
Hey, honey, heard about this great IHOP in America that we must
We should
visit.
totally go next time we're
gotta-
going to Bangor.
Yeah, we got to bring out the
Let's
family.
go, baby. Let's go. Get the kids in the car. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah, I appreciate.
We'll go to Denny's.
Yeah, just give me the upfront racist. That's all I ask for. Don't
Yeah.
To hell with the people who leave the notes
Yeah.
on the cars and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Come
even
on.
then,
True that.
right?
Come on,
I'm not
man.
saying like don't throw stuff at us. and
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't do that. But I mean, like if I know that, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you don't like me because of my skin color or whatever, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're letting me know, right?
Ultimately, it just shows for those people who don't want to step up. It's just like you're a coward. So that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's love each other, people.
That's right.
Yeah, we just want to be promoting that love.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah. Speaking of love,
Getting along.
and getting along. Jay Brew, what do you got going on? What's happening with you, my man? What's popping?
I'm a busy guy, man.
Yeah.
Working on a new album.
Nice.
The King's Home.
Yep.
Also working with a lot of dads groups, Fathers' Rights Movement.
Nice.
Got a podcast working on now called the Dads Canada, Dads Against Double Standards.
Yes.
Talking about double standards.
You should call it, instead of podcast, Pod Dads.
Pod Dads.
Whoa.
Just kidding. That's
Mind
Or
blown.
what about Popcast?
yeah. That,
Popcast?
Right? So I'm doing that, and
nice.
you know, just being a dad, man, and got another kid on the way.
Also,
June.
congratulations on that as
Papa,
well.
Papa.
So I'm about to get busier, man.
Yo, geez. Watch out.
Yeah.
You've been getting busy.
I've been getting busy.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, no, I look forward to checking out your podcast when you get it going. It sounds like a good idea because I feel, again, the court systems in general are a messy place, and they clearly favor certain types of individuals.
Yep.
I mean, when it comes to certain crimes, and even when it comes to custody cases involving relationships with men and women, there's definitely some favoritism sometimes. And I mean, I'm not trying to speak for all cases, but there's some interesting situations in cases that I know personally. Yeah. And I think your podcast will give a good outlook
and
on.
You know what? That's the purpose is to give that outlook and give a voice to fathers.
Yeah.
It's not it's not an exclusion to mothers.
No.
It's just it's trying to give fathers information for one.
Yeah.
I get messages every day. Hey, Jay bro, I'm having this problem, but what do I do?
Exactly.
So I'm not gonna Mr. Perfect or know it all.
I think it's good where you'll develop a community where you can kind of learn off of each other.
Exactly.
And at the same time, ladies, he's not gonna be bashing you guys too. I'm sure he'll probably have a couple ladies on the show too.
That's
of course.
right.
But yeah, I think it's a good idea, and gives a good perspective on
Keep the dad informed.
That's
Keep
right.
the dads
That's right.
informed.
And we have a page, Dads Canada, DADS Canada.
Okay, nice.
So Dads Against Double Standards. So join the page. The podcast will be up there. Probably 4 to 6 weeks will be the first launching episode.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tony, what you got going on for the weekend, my friend? I know what we're doing after the show, though.
Oh, we know what we doing after the show. We going grocery shopping together.
Yeah. We found out where we could get Halo ice cream.
Don't tell them. Then they'll buy it all out.
I mean,
Shh. It's way far away.
It's
Don't worry
crazy.
about it.
You don't want to go there.
You don't want. It's
at
not that
Loblaws in
good.
Ottawa.
It's somewhere.
It's pretty crappy.
It's next to the iHop in
It's
Maine.
in Toronto. Yeah, it's in the IHOP. You got to get past the white lady to get. It's a whole thing.
It's crazy. They make you pay before you get it. It's just
pay
this
before.
this whole
They don't have all the
weird thing.
flavors and stuff.
It's weird. It's
not good. We are gonna go get some Halo ice cream.
Yeah.
Which is super good. Just came in from the States.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you where it is.
Yeah.
But low calories. Like, what is it? What do they call it?
I don't know.
Pint?
Yeah, little pints. Yeah.
Man, low calories and got protein for ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Good.
So we're gonna go clean that place out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a couple flavors myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
That's our excitement for the weekend.
That's it. I'm taking a chill St. Patty's Day, and for those participating in St. Patrick's Day, be safe. Especially
be very safe.
wherever you're at. Especially it falls on Saturday. People are gonna get
messy.
It's gonna get messy.
Gonna be ugly.
Find that with March Madness,
Oh boy.
right? I had my bracket busted already.
Oh
Just
no!
saying.
What? Damn.
Not busted, but I lost a few games.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah.
Cursed. Yeah, he almost
There's
got
10.
through the show. He was so close. Right there. And he had to say it. 10 push-ups, baby. He was so close. I was like, we made it through another one. He had to say it, people. Push-ups. No, he didn't turn the cam on. It's okay. He's doing them. It's okay. Give us 10 now. All the way down now.
Yeah, we heard that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9.
You can slow down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He almost made it, folks. But he did the push-ups. He didn't turn the cam on, but he did them.
Yeah, sorry.
Big ups to him.
Camera was focused on bigger, better things.
You got real upset in it. You got all excited about the ice cream.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm still excited.
Once we're off air, we're going to curse like a sailor.
It's going to be crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in to Talking Trends. We do this Monday to Friday. We really appreciate our special guest today, Jay Brew.
Thanks for having me.
Anybody who wants to come on the show and promote a little something, hit us up. We'll fit you in the schedule.
Yeah.
It's getting real busy these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, have a positive, safe weekend.
Be safe, people.
We want to see you on Monday. If you have any stories that we might have missed, send it in to us, and we'll talk about them. And we'll all have this conversation together.
Peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we out.